Will Social Security beneficiaries also be included for the new $2,000+ fourth stimulus check announced by the president just the other day? This is a really good question and one that I've received literally hundreds and hundreds of times over the last several days, and exactly what I'm going to focus on for you here in this short video. Let's get into the details. Now, I also have this article right here. It's actually a screenshot, to be fair with you. I'm going to pop it up on the screen in just a minute so you can see and read for yourself exactly word for word exactly what the president said when he announced the $2,000+ fourth stimulus check to everyone that he talked about right here. We're going to talk through the details. And again, I'll put this up on the screen so you can read his words for yourself. Okay, anyway. So I've had a few different live streams out talking about this. I've had some information about this, but just the other day, and again, as this information came across the wire, I was out in a live stream with you bright and early that morning talking about the details as it was coming across the wire. But as a result of that, I also continue to get a lot of questions. In fact, on that live stream, I also had in the chat box on the live stream and coming in the comment section on videos asking, what about us? What about Social Security? What about retirees? What about people with disabilities? What about SSI? I'm getting SSDI. What about me? I get retirement benefits. What about us? What about spousal? What about survivors? What about VA? The list goes on. And again, I totally get it. As a fixed income beneficiary, I'm right there with you. I totally understand how it feels like we are left out every single time, and it's so annoying, right? I'm right there with you. It feels like that every single time. Hey, we got this thing. It's for everybody. Oh, except for Social Security beneficiaries. It feels like that every single time, and honestly, I'm right there with you. We're sick and tired of it. Yeah, I agree with you. But anyway, when it comes down to this, again, actually, you know what? Let's pop it up right now. Feel free to, here you go. Here it is. Let's pop it up on the screen right now as long as I talk about it. This is a screenshot. Feel free to read it for yourself. But anyway, you can see the president is talking about tariffs, and he's talking about at least a $2,000 dividend for everyone will be paid, not high-income people. Okay? Those are the keywords that I want to focus on. And again, obviously, he wrote it a little bit differently, but I just pulled out some of the key words that I want to focus on there, okay? So there you go. Look at it, read it. That's exactly what he said. He's talking about the tariffs. So that's where this money would come from, would be the distribution of money from tariff revenues coming in, giving that back to us. Again, he's saying everyone except for high-income people. What I really want to know is what's the definition of a high-income person to him, right? Again, what's the definition? What does he consider a high-income person? Anyway, we can talk about that more. But anyway, coming back to the question here, full circle, which is this. Would you be included for this? The simple answer is broadly, yes. There's absolutely no reason you would not be included for this, okay? And the reason that I say that is this. Exactly as he says here in the post, it would be for everybody, paid to everybody, not high-income people. With those couple pieces of information, all we need to know is exactly the data that they consider. What's a high-income person? Do they consider a high-income person an income of 50 grand a year, 100 grand a year, 200 grand a year, like 75 grand a year? What does he consider a high-income person? To put it into context, back in 2020 and 2021, when we got 3 stimulus checks, the $1,200, the $600, and the $1,400 that we got during a 12-month period of time in 2020 to 2021, they considered a high-income person. The first stimulus check that we got, the $1,200, the threshold was $100,000 for an individual. That's what they considered high income at that time. Stimulus check number 2 and stimulus check number 3 was $75,000 as an individual. Okay, now let's talk about that again a little bit further here. Let me ask you a very simple yes or no question. As a Social Security, and again, I'm going to say Social Security, fill in the blank with whatever type of benefit. It could be SSDI, it could be retirement, survivors, spousal, SSI, VA, RRB, does not matter, okay? When I say, is your income as a fixed income individual below, say, 75 grand a year? Individual, is your income below 75 grand? Again, I don't want to know what your income is. Do not leave a comment down below and say, my name is John and I earn $52,000 a year. Please don't tell me that. That's not my business, okay? Don't leave a comment down below saying that, okay? Believe it or not, I've had people share a lot of personal information in the comment section. I don't want to see that. It's nobody's business but yours, okay? Please do not share that. But anyway, just a simple yes or no. Is your income below, say, 75 grand a year? If so, then that's all you need to know to be eligible. Literally, that's it. There's nothing in these proposals, there's nothing in these remarks out of the president, there's nothing in these official pieces of legislation when lawmakers write these up that say, everybody's going to get this, but we're going to stiff Social Security beneficiaries this time. They don't do that. All they say is that if your income is below the threshold, you get the money. That's it. If your income is below the threshold, you get the check. Okay? That's it. That's all they ever do. Obviously, there are some parameters that make somebody ineligible, like if you owe a bunch of back taxes to the federal government, they're not going to cut you a check. They're going to take that money, they're going to keep it, and they're basically just going to use it against the liability that you have. It's not very many people that fall into that category, but that is something we need to think about. Also, would it be offset because of past due child support? That was something back a few years ago where they did offset checks because of back due child support. And again, those are just little nuances. It's going to impact some people, but for the most people out there, broadly speaking, would Social Security, SSDI, survivor, spousal, SSI, VA, RRB, low income, no income, seniors, older adults, people with disabilities, all of these individuals be included for this? Answer, yes. There's no reason that you would not be included for this, okay? It's always income based. And again, I know that a lot of us feel like every single time they announce something and we're left out every single time. I hear ya. I get it, right? We all feel this way sometimes. But when it comes down to this, all they care about is your income in conjunction with the threshold. That's it. That's all they ever look at with this, okay? Now, another question. Well, I shouldn't even say another question. There's like multiple questions here. But a bunch of people say, and again, I get this question all the time, I don't file a tax return. This isn't for me. He never said a word about filing a tax return. It has nothing to do with filing a tax return whatsoever. Whether you file a tax return every year or whether you don't, that does not matter. That has nothing to do with the distribution of money. Now, to be fair, full disclaimer, this is not tax advice. This is not accounting advice. This is not financial professional advice in any way, shape, or form. I'm not your accountant. I'm not your CPA. All I'm saying is that, in general, the filing of a tax return has nothing to do with it. Nothing, okay? Also, I've had other comments coming in saying, this is only for working people. Again, he didn't say a word about working. He doesn't give a rip if you're working or not, okay? It doesn't matter if you're working or not. Does not matter. It has nothing to do with that. It's always about your income. That's it. Your income. That's it. If your income is below the threshold, you get it in general. If your income is above the threshold, generally there is a phase out, as in for like every $1,000 that you earn over the limit, there's like a phase out of like $50 or something. That's usually how they do it, something along those lines. And then when your income is say like 25 grand above the threshold, it phases out to zero or whatever. Okay, that's what it's been in the past. I don't think many of you in this community, just being 100% fair with you, don't think a lot of you have to worry about the phase out. Just being fair. If you're living on fixed income and that's your only source of income, I don't think you're probably earning over 75 grand as an individual or 150 as a married couple. If you are, congratulations. You have a very good income as a person living on Social Security. You have a very nice income. But for the vast majority of beneficiaries, that is not the case whatsoever. I'm just being fair, okay? We still need more details on this. We still need a whole lot more information on this, but this is what we know as of now. And again, I wanted you to see this. If I can grab my phone, I wanted you to see this. This is the actual message right out of the president that he posted, so you can see it for yourself just the other day. And again, I've had a couple live streams talking about it. We discussed the details in greater detail. Back on Sunday, I had live streams talking about it. This is where we're at as of now. Obviously, we need a whole lot more information here. We need the definitions of what they consider high income. We need a lot more information, okay? This is just what we know as of now. Obviously, as I get more information, I will certainly continue to keep you updated on this, and I'll continue to be here for you, okay? Please subscribe if you've not done so. 100% free. Big subscribe button down below. Please share this video. Big share button right down below the video. Share this video. Otherwise, stay tuned. This is a very weird time right now. There's a lot more information. We're still looking for it. Things are continuously changing daily. I think a lot of us have been recognizing that lately. A lot of information is coming out. I'm continuously doing the research, and I will be here for you as it's coming across the wire. And I know there's a lot of unanswered questions out there. I'm right there with you. We don't know everything yet. We still don't know everything. We're waiting for more information. It's all we can really do, right? Anyway, as it hits the wire, I'm going to be right here for you, breaking it down in these videos, in live streams, whatever it takes. Drop your comments, your questions, your feedback down below. Let me know if I need to come back in a dedicated live stream and answer this for you. I'll gladly do that. No problem. If you want to make a new dedicated video on that, I will gladly do that. No problem. Drop your comments down below. Okay? Otherwise, I hope this helps you. And again, you heard me say this before a million times, and I'm going to say it again quickly. Medicare Annual Enrollment ends in just a couple weeks here, okay? If you're on Medicare, if you have not taken advantage of the free service by calling Chapter right there to make sure that you're properly covered for 2026, give them a call. I'm going to say this much. The last 2 weeks of annual enrollment, they're going to be crushed with phone calls. Honestly, they're probably going to have a 3-hour wait every single day, probably the last 10 to 14 days of annual enrollment. Call them now before all the procrastinators do and clog up the phone. Okay, I'm just saying, if you're a procrastinator like me, nothing wrong with that, but call them now, because if you wait until the last, call it 10 days or so, you might not be able to get through. That's all I'm saying, okay? Anyway, if you're on Medicare, take advantage of that. It's 100% for free. They'll help you out. They'll do all the work. You don't have to do anything. Just grab your Medicare card, grab your phone, call them. They'll take care of the rest. It's all 100% free. Oh, and I have this letter right here. Well, it's not a letter. This document. These are all the people that have saved hundreds of dollars per month, thousands of dollars per year. Check this out. We got page 1, and if I can flip the page, here we go. Page 2. All these people collectively have saved about $100 grand just from the people here in this community that have called Chapter. They're saving about $100,000 just between these people right here. It's incredible. $100,000 of money that they have in their pocket collectively just because of a free phone call. Anyway, enjoy your day. Hope this helps you. Subscribe, share the video, and I'll catch you.